Good morning. This is at one, and welcome to my neighborhood. There's some lumberjacking going on. I'm sure you can hear it, and I don't know if they're falling a tree or what. So I'm not that I go out anyway, but if I did, I would avoid that area. There might be flying and falling wood, which, by my calculations, would splatter my brains about 4 feet around a center around my head. Just kidding. I don't know if you can hear me with the noise. And when the noise shuts up, I'm gonna reduce to normal volume. So I feel now like telling some stories from when I was homeless. I was homeless twice in my life. Once in 2003, and that lasted for about 4 or 5 months, I think, maybe 6. And the second time was 2018. You would think that my financial, portfolio would be a little bit better in 2018 compared to 2003, but no, still poor as fuck. I have nowhere to go, so I lived on the street, and because no one tolerates me, and I fucking wouldn't tolerate me. I couldn't live with me, and it's weird. Like, I have good intentions, I really do. I try to be cordial, but when someone says something that I disagree with or take issue with, 9 out of 10 times I will immediately confront them or contradict them and tell them what I think that they're wrong, and that implies a sense of arrogance, but whatever. Arrogance is earned. Like, I'm not stupid. I'm stupid when it comes to mechanical things, how to dig a grave. I don't know how to do things like that. Prepare a vat of acid that will eat human flesh. I don't know how to do that. I bet someone knows how to do that, though, for a price. You're not going to find instructions to do that on the internet, because that's a valuable formula, to create a chemical that you could put in a bathtub, for example, put a deer in that, and just fucking make it go down the drain. Yes. That sounds good. Oh yeah, so welcome to episode 5 of the podcast show. This is called the podcast show. My podcast show is called podcast show. What? Did I say something? Can you hear me when it's fucking... I don't even know if you can hear me when the fucking lumberjacks, fucking queers. I'm lucky I've never been called a queer, because there would be all hell would break loose. It's not that I'm offended that I'm not straight. It's not. It's. I don't know. Perhaps it's a lot of bottled up anger. No one. See, everyone does deserve an opinion until you start going out and hunting down innocent gay men, or trans women or whatever. I'm sort of, if I fucked that up, trans, gender 2, let's say, or 4 genders, or gender 2. I want to use the correct pronouns, so I'm sorry about that. I think I said ladies, and that probably doesn't go over very well. So I apologize for that. I'm actually, I mean, I'm walking on a tightrope with no fucking safety net. That's my life right now. I'm walking a fucking tightrope, and if I like slip and do if I slip and do the wrong thing, I'm gonna be in a world of shit. I will be homeless instantly, and like that night I'd be homeless. So like 2 years from now I could boom be homeless, or 2 months from now boom be homeless. And my car doesn't work right now, which is a fucking problem. You know, my car was my escape route. You know, so it's. I'm working on my car. I got all the parts. It's not gonna just sit there forever. I've got all the parts for the radiator and the upper and lower hose, and all we need is the mechanics to do it. We need someone who's mobile or within 15 miles. That's how far I could tow it, and we're gonna pay $200, 100 to take it out, and 100 to put the new one in. Basically, I don't know if that's a fair price, but he said that should attract people to do it. But no one has wanted to do it so far. I think it's been sitting there for like 2 weeks or so, and basically my backup plan was, well, wait until payday and then do it myself. So I guess that's what I'm going to be doing. I'll be waiting to payday and then do it myself at like a real, automotive place. And I'm very glad that, we're all working together as a team, all of us here. And some of us kind of slack, like I slack all the time, and a lot of times I do a pretty good job, I think. Living here, it's like cohabitating at all is very difficult. Cohabitating, there's a complete graph involved. Complete graph means that if you have 5 vertices, they're all connected. Okay, that's a complete graph. And in a hexagonal graph, there are 15 relationships. Okay, so that's a lot of relationships, and they all influence each other a little bit. Kind of like Einstein's gravitational fucking deal. And we're being assaulted by wasps right now. I wish you could see this. I really do. I'll show it to you. Okay. Do you see? There's like wasps. Well, of course, wasps go away when I turn the camera. Alright, whatever. I don't know if you just looked at the floor just now or not. Hope not. I think you did. Sorry for all the adjustments and stuff. If you saw my setup, you would see that it's a little bit unprofessional. You gotta make it work with what you have. Maybe in life for all life on Earth is a one gigantic solitary game. And we in planet Earth's evolution, in human presence on the Earth, we might be playing a losing hand of solitaire with the environment. We may be already fucked up and dead. Maybe it's already inevitable. Like in chess, you could say that, like, oh, he's gonna lose in 5 moves. Inevitable. Like mathematically, like you could prove that same as 2 plus 2 equals 4, that it's inevitable that we are playing a losing hand of solitaire, and maybe things will never all get better. We hope they do, but maybe this is as good as it gets. Maybe like that movie with Jack Nicholson and God, Hunt. Jessica Hunt, was that her name? God, I can't remember. I can't believe I remember that. I think it's Jessica Hunt. I think she was really. Yeah, I remember that show now. That movie. I want to call her Jessica Hunt, but I'm not sure. I had kind of a crush on her for a while. And then the movie ended, and my crush ended. But I definitely have or had a big crush on her. She's probably in her 60s, or no, 50s. I would date someone in their 50s. Actually, if someone I was married to someone in their 50s. Let that sink in. So the main point of contact with the human race was in their 50s. And oh yeah, I promised you some stories from when I was homeless. Okay, here, check this one out. This is one of those nights where I stayed up all night. Okay, and I was literally just walking around Sacramento. There's nice neighborhoods. There's not so great neighborhoods. I just walked down the street, one place to, going nowhere. I had my fucking luggage with me. It was behind me and rolling. It was one of those rolling deals, and everything I owned was either in that luggage or on my body, because I had a lot of pockets. Pockets are very valuable when you're homeless. And one thing about homeless, I might want to make a video on what you should do if your homelessness is imminent. Like you got 3 days and you're gonna be homeless, or you got a month and you're gonna be homeless. You're gonna be homeless. Like you got your final due notice and you're fucked over. What do you do if you are homeless? And you should be afraid of this. Just to start with, I think they said there was something like, for every 1,000 homeless people in the country, like 50 of them are sex offenders, or it's bad. In other words, there's a lot of sex predation. There's probably a lot of rape. There's probably a lot of unprotected sex, and now that in the crime's not illegal, but. And I'm not fucking. I don't give a fuck if it's legal or not. I'm just describing what's going on. And all the shit you see in the movies is pretty much true. There might be more to it than that. I had a guy step to me because I was looking at the moon, and he was walking down the street, right? And just so happened he passed by under the moon. And then when he got like a little bit down the block, he started barking at me from across the street. And he didn't come to my side though. He was barking like from across the street, and I thought, okay, there's not gonna be a fight here because he's standing too far away for a fight, unless he intends to shoot me. Okay, maybe that's why he maintained range, because you don't shoot someone like at close range unless you have to. You wanna have decent range, like have across the street, a block on a block, a city block. Um, and yeah, okay. And man, that really triggered me. Like I fucking went nuts on this guy, verbally. I said, if I see you again, I would pull out a blowtorch. Things like that. Like things I wouldn't normally say, like in a mall. To someone. You know, and he went around the corner and probably started calling friends. So we had to leave. My homie and we had to leave because if we get found, there's only two of us. If it takes one of them with a weapon, then we're fucked. We're just another statistic. Two homeless men died in a gun battle where blah blah blah. That shit happens. I mean, if we didn't handle it the way we did, there might have been two more homeless dead people in Sacramento. And let's see. One time, it was a very nice Sunday. All the families are out in the park, right? And you would think that even though normally the park is taken over by homeless people. Like, I mean, the homeless people move if you like go in there, but basically it's taken over by homeless people. And but on Sundays, the homeless people are gracious enough to hide, go out of the park, whatever it takes, to let them have their festive, Sunday, like Mother's Day, whatever it is. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what holiday. If there's a holiday that day, you're getting fed. And I'll tell you how. If you want to get fed on a holiday, this only works on a holiday, or perhaps a birthday. But you can't predict birthdays. Well, you can, but... so, what you do is go to a park. From wherever you are, go to a park. Hang back. And they're going to throw away a mass amount of food. Good food. They're going to... Every trash can will be full of fucking good food. And there you go. Bob's your uncle. The question is, how much can you keep, like, on you? Because you want to keep some on you. You want to put some on you. Another trick for homelessness is, don't try. Well, at least try to live in a different place every night. Every single night, live or sleep in a different place. Don't ever become predictable, because then you could get fucked over. Because you don't know. Maybe when you went to sleep, maybe someone took a picture of you. You don't know. I mean, a lot of crazy shit happens. They see your picture and they're like, "Yeah, take that one." I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. So yeah, what was that? Homeless tip number 3? I don't know. One time, if we're gonna be talking about fucking law enforcement and that shit. I was having a manic episode, really bad one, when I used to live in Sacramento. 2008, I want to say. So this happened 12 years ago. Wow. 12 years since I defeated an army. No, it wasn't an army, but it was a lot of cops. I made him cease and desist, with three, like, fucking 5 or 6 words. Um, I was in jail because um, I stopped my car, got outside, and I was flagging people down. And they basically, and I ran out of gas, and I was gonna flag people down and ask them for some gas money. Well, you don't, flag people down to ask them for money. Like, that's like interruption of flow of traffic or some shit, probably. I mean, I don't know what it particularly is called, but I was holding up traffic. And then I had a panic attack when they showed up because they were going fast and they stopped. It's pretty impressive, actually, what their cars can do. I would like to drive one in one day. That'd be fucking cool. But I don't think, if I'm in a cop car, I'm probably not going to be in the driver's seat. I don't plan to be in a cop car, but you never know. I might get arrested for being too cool. Too cool for school. Well, this is 22 minutes already, so thank you for listening, and be safe.